Hi everyone, from a lovely sunny and a little bit cold Yorkshire morning. Today we're going to be getting on with some drawing tasks, and I'm going to be showing you a particular type of drawing which is called continuous line. I'm going to do a demonstration and then I'm going to set you a few tasks to do on your own. So let's see how we get on. So continuous line, it's a particular type of drawing which really challenges you to look very carefully at what you're drawing. I've got my red pepper here, and as I said earlier, you could really draw anything, but I've chosen a red pepper because it's a natural object. Natural objects are often really good to draw because there are no strong sharp edges to it, so if your lines are a little bit wobbly, you get away with it. I'm going to be using a biro, and I'm going to, as the name suggests, try to draw the pepper without taking my pen off the paper. Now, the reason I'm using biro as opposed to pencil is because it makes a very definite mark, and once you've got the mark on the paper, you can't take it off again. So if you do put a line where you don't want one, there's no point worrying about it. All you do is just go back over the top. In a way, it's a bit like sculpting. If you think about having a piece of clay, you can take clay away, you can add clay again, and you just keep shaping it and shaping it until you get the shape that you're happy with. So far, I've managed to keep the pen on the paper. If your pen does come off the paper, absolutely nothing will happen. The world won't end. All you do is just put your pen back on the paper. Now I've got a basic shape there, and now I'm starting to look for the subtle variations in tone. So where I'm looking at it from is a slightly different position to where you'll be seeing it on from the camera. But I can see that there are darker areas and there are areas that are slightly shiny. We've got a window over to our left which is throwing light onto the surface of the pepper. I'm just indicating here where the lighter areas are. If this line was a piece of string, if I got hold of the end of it and just pulled away at it, then everything would just come away all in one go. Really scribbling in at the areas that I want to be dark. The direction of the lines as well helps to give shape to the object. I think I just need to extend that a little bit more there. You see, I haven't really been going at this for very long, and the drawings built up really quite quickly, so this is quite a good way of developing drawings speedily. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the pepper in half Now, if you are cutting anything, just make sure that your parents know what you're doing, and just make sure that you do it safely. So I quite like that half there. I'm going to put that one to one side. And now I'm going to start having a go at drawing this one. So still, continuous line. Trying to get the basic shapes in to start off with. Working really hard to make sure I don't take the pen off the paper. And your eyes should be flicking from the object back to the drawing, to the object, to the drawing, over and over again. So much so that it makes you start feeling a little bit dizzy. Now, got some really quite light bits in the inside of the pepper here. So I'm not going to really scribble into those very much. That shape isn't very good there, is it? Just extend that up a bit. And still haven't taken my pen off the paper. When you're choosing your objects, you can, as I've said before, you can draw absolutely anything. Try to choose yourself objects that give you lots of shape to get involved with though. So counterintuitively, simpler objects can often be harder to draw, because you don't really have very much to go at. Okay, so now it's over to you. So there you go, that's an example of continuous line drawing. Have a go yourself now. Choose an object, as I said previously, choose an object that gives you a challenge, something that's got shape and tone and form and perhaps even colour, and aim to do 2 or 3 drawings. Try looking at the object from various different angles. That's often really useful as well. If you're one of my students, I'll be sending you a link to a Google Photos album, and once you've had a go, you can drop your images into the Google Photos album and I'll give you some feedback on them. If you're not one of my students, then why not send your images to your own art teacher? Okay, have a nice day and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.